Huge shoutouts to the Super Mario 64 Decomp Team. Without this, none of this would be possible. Shoutouts to KureTheDead for Fast 64. If they didn't put all their hard work into this Blender plugin, we would have to find another way to import levels on that and doing models. Really a huge shout out to them for this amazing add-on for Blender. Huge shout outs to SoundCloud 2639 for the Fast 64 2.9 Blender level template. Shoutouts to Anonomus Moose for the original Decomp extended bounds patch. If they wasn't for their hard work, we wouldn't have extended bounds, or we wouldn't have it as soon as we have it now. But huge shoutouts to them, and shoutouts to LaztheDude for porting the extended bounds patch to Super Mario 64 EX. This is all, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hello everyone, this is a video for how to do Super Mario 64 levels. So I will be linking some files made by some people who made this all possible, and huge thanks to the Super Mario 64 Decomp Team. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be having these awesome mods and all this fun stuff from Mario 64. So yeah, huge shout outs to them. Huge shout out to the Mario 64 community and being awesome people. But anyway, what we have here is a level template for Super Mario 64 made by someone on SoundCloud. I forget. I know they have a bunch of numbers. I can't think of it right now. But huge shout outs to them for making this basically level template. And huge shout out to the creator who made Fast 64 for Blender, so we can export and all that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. So once you got Fast 64, the level template, I'll be linking it. I will be linking this on my YouTube. Once we have all that, then we want to go to our decomp folder, especially the EX Nightly. I am not on the latest version. I think there might be refresh 12, but mine goes up to refresh 11. So you want to ignore texture restrictions, because we're on the PC port. We don't care about N64 compatibility unless if you're wanting to have N64 compatibility, don't click this, because it will break. It breaks CI textures. So if you want to be N64 compatible, I'm pretty sure you need to have this unchecked. I'm not entirely sure because I don't do N64 levels, so yeah. Anyways, we're just going to be doing a simple test level. We're just going to import a random level that I have, so like the LaztheDude map from this was ported to Gmod, which was then extracted by me into .obj, so that way we don't need any of this. We don't want any of that. That's just garbage. You don't want garbage. So anyways, once you have your model, that's the wrong way. Come on. Okay. Put that like right there. Material preview. Okay, we want to get rid of. See, I still need to like resize all this. I'm just gonna get rid of this white because there's no reason for it. Select. Get rid of that. Yeah, it's a really bare level, but that's okay. I want to make sure that this fits, so I'm going to be doing the 4 boundary. Yeah, 1 boundary is really small, but I'm going to be linking the all the files that I have to make this work, and it's really cool. And where's Mario's warp? We want to move that to so this is about the approximate size of Mario. So set the origin to geometry, that way just boom, look at that. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have Mario warp selected. This is just going to be a simple just getting the level in there. That's all this is. This ain't going to be doing stars or anything like that. But this is just getting the level in there and all that. So, okay. So we got our warp set, which is right here. I will be forewarned, you will see a lot of like overflow errors once you like port like a map like this, because the textures are so large. They're quite large. I mean, they're they're not small. Much bigger than the original N64 size. So, yeah. So, anyways, after we got our level in, we want to press this principal BSDF to F3D converter, which will convert all the textures to fast 3D. So that way Mario 64 can read it, and it should do this for all the textures. And as you can see everything, you can see through everything. That this is normal. This is because the backface culling is on right here. This cull back is on, so it will let's just select like this. Okay, so I'm just showing an example. See, it's just the other side, because there's really no reason to be rendering it. So it automatically turns off the back because you're not going to be seeing it, but I mean, you're obviously going to be seeing it because this is a, well, you're not really made for Mario 64, but it's for fun, you know, for funs. So anyway, after that's done, we want to put our map into area 1, so that way the game has it in it. You know, it's like, oh, okay, I know where this is. So this little box button right here, we want to skip act selector and set as start level. I typically do Castle Grounds. You can set this to whatever you want if you want to. It doesn't matter. Area 1, you can set your music right here. Custom. If you have stream music, you can do this and put your custom music in. But we're just gonna go for the underground. This don't matter. If you have custom terrain, you can put custom. I'm just gonna do stone. Yeah, I just typically leave this at 8 directions. So yeah. Okay, so now that that's done, we click on my level, then export, and this will take a second for it to export it out. I will be stopping the video once I start compiling. I will show you like what it does if you do a level like this. I will show you what it does. Then after all that, I'll show off the level. So if you get like an error saying like it can't find the textures, that's because they're not packed in, especially because this is a source map and the textures aren't packed in. So if I were to go to here and go to texture properties, see how this is not, it's just pointing to it. It's just pointing to the file name. Well, this doesn't know where it is for whatever reason. So what we do, we go to external data, then we go to pack all into .blend. And then it packs all the data in. And you might want to go to orphan data. So you want to press plurge, just get rid of all that. There's no reason for it. But that's okay, there it goes. I was stuttering. But anyways, after that, so how I did that, I just went to orphan data because there's no reason to have those textures. They're just there and they're in the way. They just take up space. So we need to pack everything into a .blend. It just packs everything, all the textures basically into the model. So we go to my level, then export level. It takes a second Your computer might freeze because it does consume CPU power. So I will be linking the patches in that. So once this stops freezing, you should see down here somewhere where my mouse is. Somewhere down here it's saying success. If you have an error, so if it's something about a texture error, then you need to fix the textures or pack the textures in, like saying it's, because I got an error saying, oh, texture 0 is missing, then it means it's not in the model for whatever reason, so we need to pack it in. And to fix that, you go to File, External Data, Pack into .blend, and you should be good. See, success. If you do get an error, like let's say you click here, try to click this, you'll get this error. This is a very common error, so you need to go to the root, which is just an empty. It basically contains everything in one, but we'll be linking this somewhere. But compile our game. But first things first, I will be linking this patch. So we need this super extended bounds patch and this segments.h file. So the segment.h file is, so we copy this, we go into our nightly, and we go into include, and then we put it into here. So we paste it into here. Yes, we want to replace, and there, it's in there. Then we need to go into source, engine, then extended bounds, so first things we need to do, we need to increase the, well, okay, I'm getting a bit too far. So first things first, we need to compile, get the patches all in. After all that's done, so you should be seeing like a surface node pool, like it's like overflowing or whatever. That's normal, but okay. So I'm going to be showing you what happens when the textures are big. You'll see here in a second. You'll just see a whole bunch of numbers just go flying. This is normal because the textures are so large. Well, it's more, it's not really textures, it's more of where they're like located in the model, because it needs to convert it down, like it needs to convert all the textures into something smaller. I don't know what this is, what causes this, but it's some sort of floating number that needs to be increased, I think, in order to fix this error. Yeah, see this. Get a bunch of overflow errors from int to short integer, and it's always this like middle piece that always complains about it. So if we look into our level, which is in the castle grounds, yes, there is a bunch of map files. So see how the model's like about 2 megabytes in size. So if we just open this, so this, see how like large these numbers are? It's basically, it's converting these numbers down into something smaller. So it has to go through all this to about somewhere in here, and then it'll be done once it reaches the final mesh. So about to like right here. So about 4,107. It will take a while. I do not know how to fix this. It's probably just some simple increase of pool size or something simple like that. But as of right now, it will throw a bunch of these errors, and I will come back once it's done compiling. I'm back. So okay, you should see this. It might be faster, might be slower depending on how good your processor is, but it should say shit's done, yo, completed in X amount of minutes, X amount of seconds. You click OK, and it should start up the game. I do have some other mods installed, but that's okay. And as you can see, yeah, see what I mean by like textures being screwed up? But, I mean, it works. I mean, I'm not colliding into anything. So normally, when this happens, like without this extended bounds patch, things are kind of broken, like collisions broken, you run into invisible walls, there's a whole bunch of things that just go wrong. But, hang on, I need to turn the coin thing off. There we go. But, as you can see, everything is working just fine. And that's how you do a level, and this is on the bigger side. Ooh. Yeah, so not everything's perfect, but almost everything. Yeah, this ain't supposed to be happening, but I think that's, again, I think due to texture size being so large and all those conversion overflow errors, I think those overflow errors cause these textures to do this. They're not where they're supposed to be, but yeah, I mean, everything's upside down. That's because of the export I did. It has everything flipped, but yeah, I mean, this works. And see what I mean by there's no back. You can see through everything. But, yeah, that's about it. I want to show off and show that things work. Yeah, so what I did, I actually need to show this real quick, but basically what I did is, in this extended bounds, I increased this pool size by a bunch, and the surface pool size, you really should do this, because this makes it so that you don't bump into invisible walls, or you're pushing on an invisible wall but can move through it. I've had that happen. So you just increase this. I think this is the maximum. There is a maximum to the pool size. But this, I think you can actually go pretty high on this. But you want these to be at quite a high number, especially for the model. It's like 15,000 tries. But yeah, this is a fully, like, I mean, you can go up these stairs, no problem. Like, you're not running into invisible walls. This extended bound patch is really, really nice, because it makes levels like this possible. I mean, this is more of just a demonstration than really anything else. Like, this ain't gonna be like Left 4 Dead Mario 64. I mean, as cool as that would be, it's like a lot of work. Oh, and apparently we have a hole here. And since there's no death barrier, I can't get over that. I need to add a death barrier in order to do that, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We can get up there other ways. This is more just showcasing that, hey, it works. I do have auto wall kicks on. I'm not pushing those. I know I can do this. Oh, come on. See? And there you go. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead map working in the flesh. I mean, but I mean, that's it. That's all there is to it. So I will give you guys patch. So after you do it, you're gonna need to recompile again. This is a side note. You're gonna have to recompile again, just to get it so that way, if your level's quite large, has a lot of vertices, triangles, all that, you're gonna need to increase this. I would recommend about this. I mean, really, all our computers are powerful enough to handle this, but if you're on the N64, might not want to make it this large. But with computers now, we can definitely go up to this size. I think this might be a little bit over or a little bit under the maximum, but there is a maximum to the pool size, but the node pool size can be quite large. So, but yeah, leave it on this if you want the 4 bounds, but yeah, it works. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.